Not keen on that. Looks like something out of Katie Price's car. Right then, new project time. So we've currently travelled about, what, 3.5 hours? Somewhere in Slough, I think, or Windsor, near there anyway, down south. You've probably seen from the thumbnail and the title that we have got a new project. We've recently given away the 3 litre A7, so this is going to be that replacement. And there it is, to be fair. So I'm down here with family for the weekend. I've fetched Tony along with me, so if we do get it, and hopefully we do, because otherwise Tony will be getting a train home if not. But yeah, that's why we fetched Tony along. He can drive it home. It is the B57 engine. It's a 840D. Quite a unique colour. I've not seen many of these. To be fair, the cars are quite unique. I don't think we've actually had an 840D in for tuning. But yeah, let's have a quick look around it. See what it's like. What's it like in there, Tony? Luxurious. Very, very nice motor. Crystal gear knob. I'm not sure what spec this has got and what it ain't got, but I'm pretty sure all these 840Ds are well spec'd. Got Alcantara headlining, all the usual stuff. Virtual dash. Yeah, looks like a nice place to be. So engine wise, like we said, B57 engine. Should be a ZF 8-speed gearbox as well. Start her up. Got a weird iPad style key fob. Not sure what to do with that, but I'm sure we'll try and figure it out. Start. That's good. Starts first time. No strange noises coming from the engine, which is good. So there's definitely some speaker system going off in the exhaust. It sounds quite beefy. But yeah, definitely not making any weird noises or anything like that. So seems pretty good so far. Interior's pretty clean. Probably just wants a good valet. Everything wants a bit of a wipe down. Oh, heated steering wheel. Plenty of storage. Not much room in the back for the size of the car. Can't really have a full-size adult in the back of there. But yeah, I like it. Let's get it plugged in and see if there's any faults. So I've just done a full fault code scan. Couldn't get it to do it on the phone that I fetched, which is a tuner's phone. I'm an iPhone guy, so I can't work Android. Just downloaded the Bimmerlink app on my phone. It cost me 40 quid, but it did mean I could just do a full fault code scan. There's no permanent errors in there. There's quite a few fault codes stored. I think there was like 80 odd. I had a quick flick through them. They all seem to be from like an undervoltage, so I think at some point the battery's probably gone flat or it's been disconnected or something like that. But yeah, I don't think there's anything concerning. We can do a quick check on the car itself, oil level, service requirement, everything. That's just saying the bonnet's open, the door's open, and there's no fuel left in it, which is pretty typical when you buy a car from a dealer. Pretty sure they siphon it out, put it in something else, their own car. But yeah, I think overall seems pretty clean. So I suppose now we just need to sort out the money and then Tony's got a long, lonely drive home on himself. He's used to it. So I suppose it makes sense to go out for a quick test drive as well. Make sure there's no knocks and bangs suspension wise. So let's see what it's like. Right. Pulls well.
It pulls extremely well.
Right, so that's it. Quick test drive, all good. He drove it there, I drove it back. No knocks or bangs. Pretty happy with it. I'm going to continue with the rest of my weekend. Tony's just gone in there to sort the paperwork, and Scott's transferring the money. So we'll have a look at this when it's back at the unit. So, back onto the 840D. As you can see, we're back at the unit now. Admittedly, this video is about 2 weeks after we collected the car. Scott's been daily in this, driving it about, but since we collected it, we've had a few problems. So, if you watched the earlier bit of this video where we did collect it, I did a bit of a fault code scan on Bimmerlink. There was quite a few fault codes, a lot of them seemed to be related to like a voltage issue. So we presumed that the battery had been flat at some point, cleared them off, no problem. Tony drove it home, pretty good MPG, but it was about, what, 3 days after, I think, when Scott's been driving it about, that we got a fault code come up. So we did a fault code scan, and there's a few on here that's concerning, I suppose. So I get Adam to put this up on the screen so you can see it. If you're familiar with these engine codes, comment below if you've seen them before, if you know what caused the problem and what fixed the problem. Maybe we're barking up the wrong tree with trying to diagnose these. But I'd say the main ones that we're having is CD9763, and that is request rear axle speed from DSC failed, and then we've got CD9767 request front axle speed from DSC failed. Power management RSU deactivated due to battery aging, so that would possibly relate to the initial fault codes that the battery's been dead. And then the last one, which is 244C00, boost pressure control deviation, boost pressure too low, positive control deviation. So there's a few other on there, but they're not massively concerning. You can have a look through them, but the main problems is the limp mode because of the boost pressure. So quick diagnostics, we had a look at the air filter and found quite a lot of leaves. We'll put a picture up of what was in the air filter. Scott messaged the guy that we bought it from, who politely told us to beep. Basically, he was folding the company and said that we got this car cheap enough, so he weren't going to help us. We changed the air filter. It seemed to help initially, but the problem's come back. So at this point, we think it might be a problem with the small turbo. So these are bi-turbo B57 engines, and we think it's the small turbo that's causing the problem. But other than that, all seems to be well with the 840. Very, very nice car to drive, very well spec'd up. Pretty sure Adam's got all B-roll, probably gone in the beginning of the video. So yeah, we need to get these problems fixed first, and then once we're happy with it, we can start the mods. The question is, what do you guys want us to do to this car? So whether that's aesthetic, you think there's a certain set of wheels that might suit the 840, do we lower it, do we wrap it, do we change the colour? Do you like the colour? It's quite a unique colour. I don't think I've seen another BMW in this specific grey blue, so maybe that's a plus. Maybe it just needs a matte black wrap and make it look like a Batmobile. Interior, don't really need anything doing in that. Maybe change the weird crystal gear knob. Not keen on that. Looks like something out of Katie Price's car. Engine wise, B57, we've done one before in a 330 G series. I think that was 400 and Adam will put it up. maybe we can push this a little bit further and see the 500 horsepower mark. So yeah, comment below, let us know what you think we should do to this 840D first, or what you want us to do with the project overall. So I'm going to end this introduction to the project here. Like I said, if you've got any experience with these fault codes, comment below. I'm sure we'll be doing another part to this video where we do some proper diagnosis and figure out what the problem is, and then onto the upgrades. So click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one.